Hey guys, Token Vaping, deployed to Pacific Vapes. Today's flavor review I am doing, it's actually a really cool one. This was actually sent to my boss and I at our shop, Pacific Vapes. It is from E-Liquid Refined, but the name of the company is Drip Nation. They are pretty well known. They are a good company. They are based out of, I believe, New Jersey, East Rockaway, if I'm not mistaken. They do have a bunch of retailers on the East Coast. They have one or two shops in the Midwest, and then they do have one main online vendor that sells for them. The website is jjvapes.com, and on that site they retail their 30 ml bottles for $20 in 3 nic levels, a 0, a 3, and a 6. You can go to their actual main website, which is dripnation.com. There they do basically give you a little background about themselves, about how serious they are about vaping as a whole, the effort and quality and attention to detail that they do put into their juices. Basically, it's a good example of a company that is basically, they are vapors, so what they put out is what they believe vapors will flock to or will feel the need for, as it is something that they stand 100% behind. They vape it themselves, so it's basically kind of a, as their line states, it's a for vapors by vapors. So it's not something to where they just put something together and they're like, okay, vapors will like this, even though the people that make it don't vape. They are vapors. They know what the community is looking for, and they do believe that this is probably one of the best quality juices on the market. It's been fine-tuned over the last few years to provide a complete mixture of flavor and cloud production for complete vaping enjoyment. All of their flavors are handcrafted with all natural and certified organic ingredients. They are USA sourced as well. So they basically, they try to give as high quality a product as possible, and they also want to make it affordable as well. $20 for a 30 ml bottle, that's a really good deal. They do have 5 flavors in their line as well. They were gracious enough to send my boss and I the full line to try. These are their bottles. They are very, very, very well made. It is a black coated bottle to help with the liquid so that it doesn't go bad quicker. It definitely helps protect the flavor as well. They are safety sealed, as well as the child safety cap. Their logo, basically their label there, as you can see, is very well done. It's very simplistic in nature, but it has a very artistic high shelf feel. There is their logo with the name of the flavor, their nic level. If you can see right there, they do say it's a dripping blend. It is an 80-20 ratio, but it is a very thick liquid, so it does actually look a little bit stronger, which is actually pretty good as far as quality. Definitely, if you're looking for the cloud aspect of this, there's their warning label and their ingredients as well. One thing that they do differently on their bottle that I've not seen a lot of companies do is right under the name of the flavor, they actually list the flavor profile, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's different. It may not seem like a big deal and anything, but nowadays, everybody's always trying to do something a little unique or a little different to their labeling. As I stated, they were gracious enough to send all 5 of their flavors to my boss and I. The flavors are Faction, which is a rich and creamy strawberry parfait, which is this one right here. This one I had to confiscate for the video review because I'm a big strawberry fan. United, which is a combination of berries and walnuts. Oath, OATH, is a aromatic creamy spiced tea. Triumph is a Sweet and Tart citrus drink, and Evolve, which is supposed to be a really full-flavored berry smoothie. As I stated, they are an 80-20 mix, but if you have ever actually seen a thick liquid, let me shake it up a little bit to mix well. Now, I apologize if you can't see this as well on the video, but if you look at the liquid itself, when you drip it, I mean, it has that tear job. If you even do it slowly, you know, it has a very full, thick blend to that, which is nice, because it definitely shows that it has a full body to it, as well as the thickness that people look for in cloud production. So let me go ahead and vape this one. This is the strawberry parfait, which is the faction flavor. And the one thing that I do like about this line, as I've stated in some of my other videos, it vapes very clean. And by that I mean that, you know, it doesn't gum up your coils, it doesn't bog down your cotton as well either. Even though that it is a thicker blend, it definitely vapes nice. You know, it's not something that's going to gel up in your device quickly or easily. It might give you a little bit of trouble in some of the sub-ohm tanks, ones that use the smaller coils, just because it is a thicker blend, and sometimes with the smaller coils they have a little bit of trouble trying to pull up a thicker liquid. But if you have like some of the stronger tanks that are built for heavier vaping, they should work fine with that. But as always, I start on A56 with this. Drip Nation, faction. Clouds. I mean, thick, solid clouds. It's not just gentle ones. It's not like the type that you try to get a lot out of, but they're still really, really faint looking, or that you it's just a gentle cloud. These are thick plumes. Flavors definitely on point. You know, people get kind of thrown off when they hear a parfait. You know, it's kind of like it's a yogurt style, but it's more of a heavy whipped cream with fruit. It definitely has that. If you've ever had like an actual strawberry parfait, like the parfaits from McDonald's for their breakfast line, some soda shops have them as well. You know, it's just a heavy, thick whipping cream with fruit in it, and it definitely hits that flavor on point. Clouds. Definitely. I mean, there is no shortage of them. There's no throat kick whatsoever, even though it does have nicotine in this. A flavor is definitely full-bodied, and it is all the way through the vape. It is not an in-your-face. It is not too sweet. I was actually cautious about that because, like their Evolve flavor, which is this one here, it's a berry smoothie. I thought, you know, basically being like a berry smoothie, berry shake, something like that, having multiple berry flavors, that it was going to be an overpowering, like really sweet taste. It is definitely not. You definitely taste the berries in this, but it is a mellow vape, so that you get the berry enjoyment of it, but it is not an in your face. On the United, the combination of berries and walnuts, you definitely taste the berries in that. The walnut aspect of it, which, you know, you would have to think a walnut taste in general is going to be kind of hard to emulate in a vape. It definitely is not as strong as you would expect it to be, which for a lot of people might be a good thing. However, when your flavor profile is a berry and walnut, you kind of are expecting to taste both of them. So the walnut was a little bit weaker on that part, but you'd still definitely taste something different in it other than just the straight berries. The Triumph Now that flavor kind of threw me off a little bit. It basically is listed as a sweet and tart citrus drink. Um, it's hard to say what people consider a citrus drink, whether it's like a citrus aid or like a fruit punch style or a lemonade style, something like that. Um, when I vaped it, the very first, as soon as the flavor hits your mouth, you definitely get a citrusy flavor to that. Now, some people might get the more of a lemonade style to it. Some people might actually get like a citrus aid type taste to that. However, the follow up to that flavor and the ending exhale on that, for me, it started to taste a bit like trick cereal. Um, it didn't stay as a drink style flavor. It kind of progressed into the fruit cereal style exhale. I don't know if that was intentional, but it definitely kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop there. Still a good vape. I did like the flavor. It was just not something I was expecting. So, if you try out this line, if you've had a chance to try out this line, I'd be interested to hear if other people have noticed that as well. If not, maybe it's just me. But all in all, it still was a good line. Oath is probably the only flavor in this line that I would not say that I was a fan of. Not because it tasted bad. It definitely tastes like a spiced tea. If you've ever been to an Asian restaurant and the little tea that they give you with your meal, it definitely has a taste of a homemade of a tea with a hint of spice. Now, as far as to what the spice is, I couldn't tell you. I'm not much of a tea person in general. But the spice definitely had a little bit of I would say, for me, it kind of had a hint of like a cinnamon type spice style. It was a mellow vape. I mean, it was not an overpowering taste that I probably would have gotten sick of. Again, like I said, I'm just not a tea fan by choice. So out of the five, that would probably be my would be the one that I would least jump to. However, if you like tea, if you like that style of a flavor, if you like that type of taste in a vape, they definitely have a good one with that one. All five of the flavors are dead on. I mean, the flavors are full. It's a robust vape without being overpowering or in your face, make you sick. As I stated, no throat kick. Out of any of the flavors that we vaped on, neither one of us noticed a throat kick in it at all, which is definitely good. And the clouds, the clouds are beautiful. Just to give you an idea, let me take this up to 65 real quick, and then just show you the kick on that. Full body clouds all the way through, not weak at all by any means. If you are a cloud chaser, this definitely will accommodate that as well. It's definitely nice. Very smooth. Again, even I amped it up 10 watts and it's still no throat kick. Still a strong flavor, but still mellow enough that I can enjoy this on a long-term basis. I'm telling you, if you're looking for an all-day vape, this definitely will be a top choice for a lot of people. As I stated, most of the shops that do sell this line are all based on the East Coast. There are a couple that are in the Midwest, but there really is nothing on the west side of the country. Hopefully, maybe we can change that. But again, online, jjvapes.com is their main go-to site that does sell their line. It does sell all five flavors. They do, like I said, they do sell them in the 30 ml bottles for around $20, and they do offer the 3 nic levels. So if you are a heavy nic person and you vape on something that has nicotine in it higher than a 6, it may not be for you. But if you are looking for something, for an all-day vape that gives you good clouds, solid flavor, and something that's going to last you, definitely a top choice. Again, the bottles, very well made. They are very fancy, but still being simplistic, which is really cool. They did a couple of different things on this as far as like the colored bottle, and the label has a little bit of a flair to it. They did keep it simple. However, the overall look of the bottle is definitely very high shelf, which is very cool. Again, they're just a group of people that firmly stand by their product, and very much believe that this is definitely something that vapors will take to. Once you vape it, you will understand. I don't want to sound cliche and say like all the love and effort that they put into it, but you basically do. You can't vape regularly and not appreciate the effort that was put into this once you try this. So if your shops don't have this, definitely have them reach out to Drip Nation and ask them, hey, can we get some samples, or can we get a couple of bottles out to try? The shops will be impressed with it, customers will be impressed with it. It definitely is a top choice for an all-day vape. Drip Nation, thank you for sending my boss and I at Pacific Vapes your line to try. It was definitely an enjoyment. It was definitely an honor. I appreciate being able to sample a line of this quality, and I hope maybe by watching this video that there may be a few people out there that didn't know about it or haven't heard about it or were curious about it, that may give it a shot, test it out, see how it goes. Guys, again, I am grateful every day that I can do flavor reviews, that there are companies out there that are interested in my ability and willing to give me a shot at doing this for them. tokenvaping@gmail.com, on Instagram, Facebook, obviously on YouTube. Subscribe, follow, like, anything. I did start up a new page on Instagram. It's actually under Token Vapes, VAPEZ. Unfortunately, I had to do that because Instagram, for whatever reason, blocked my other page. There was no reason for that. However, I am stuck on that page, so I did start up a new one. So definitely hit me up on there. Email me, whatever. If there's a brand, a company, a line, anything, whether it's a device, apparel, juice that you want to see reviewed, you want to have checked out, you want to have an opinion put onto it, I definitely will reach out to them and see what I can do. Anything that I can try to do through my shop, Pacific Vapes, or through myself, I will definitely reach out and do. Guys, real quick, if you haven't signed the petition for the vaping, definitely, there's so many people online now that are trying to support that are trying to fight it, that are trying to add their signatures, get other people to join in. Definitely send your email, send your name, send the petition in. We definitely need to let people know that vaping is legit, that it is for real, that it is a better alternative to smoking, that we are here to stay, that we do fully support what we do. With that, tokenvaping@gmail.com. Again, Drip Nation, definitely high quality choice. Check them out. Token Vaping, employed with Pacific Vapes. Vape on, vape strong. Until next time, guys. Have a good night.